Today we will learn addition of two linked lists using stack. So what is being thought is given there are two numbers which are represented using linked list. Your program should return the reference to a new linked list which stores the sum of a given two numbers. Now example, see input is shown as first number is 563 which represents the number 563. Second linked list will be 8, 4 and 2 which represents number 842. The output should contain the number 1405 which represents the number 1405. So we will learn what is the idea behind the code. So because the unit digits of the numbers are placed at the end of the linked list, we represent them. To add the given two numbers, we need to start adding the values of the nodes starting from the end nodes of the linked list. Now say example, we have to add the numbers 99,171 and 998. So we have to add the node value 1 of the first list to the node value with value 8 of the second linked list. So here basically the idea is to add the the unit digits place value first. To enforce this reverse ordering, we can push the given two linked list to two different stacks, thereby placing the unit digit at the top of the stack, and then starting the addition process by popping digits from the stack one by one. Also, since we need to return the resultant number represented in the form of linked list, we push the addition result on a stack and create the linked list out of the stack. Okay, now on the image you can see that the number 99171 is pushed onto the stack. How is it pushed? First, the first number that is 9 is pushed, after then the second number 9, then 1, 7 and later on the unit digit that is 1. Now here 1 is a unit digit, so we want the unit digit numbers to be on the top of the stack. Okay, now stack is a data structure just like queue. Okay, now similarly stack for the second number also 998, it is pushed like 9, then the second number 9 and the last unit digit that is 8. As the result of addition of these two numbers would again be pushed to the stack digit by digit. This resultant stack then will be converted into the linked list. Now here after adding the numbers, the both the numbers, okay, the addition of the numbers will be 1009 6 and 9. So again I have to push these numbers onto the stack. So what is it doing? It is pushing the converted result as it is in onto the stack, meaning 1 will come first and 0, 0, 9, 6 and 9. Okay, now we'll see how is it. Okay, the algorithm. First calculate the size of the given two linked list. So we have to find the size of the linked list. If sizes are same, then calculate sum using recursion. If the sizes are same, that means if the both the digit numbers are same, that is either if you are adding two digit number with a two digit number or a three digit number with a three digit number, then you can calculate the sum using recursion. Hold all nodes in recursion, call stack till the rightmost node. Calculate the sum of the rightmost nodes and forward carry to the left side. It is just as you are doing a simple addition of three digit with a three digit. Okay, you have to carry, if there is a carry you put it onto the number before that. Okay, if sizes are not same, then what will we do? If the sizes are not same, that is if you are told to add a number, a two digit number with a three digit number, then if it is so, then first you have to calculate differences of sizes of two linked list, that the difference be different. Now what he says is, if you want to if you want to add two linked lists with different sizes, you have to find the difference of them. See, I want to add a three digit number and a two digit number, so what is the difference here? It is 1. Okay, now that 1 will be stored in the variable diff. Move diff nodes ahead in the bigger linked list. Okay, now you have to move the nodes, the one node ahead in the bigger linked list. That means the linked list which holds a which holds a count of 3 digit. Now use step 2 to calculate the sum of the smallest list and right sublist of the larger list. Also store the carry of the sum. Calculate the sum of the carry with the remaining left sublist of the larger list. Nodes of this sum are added at the beginning of the sum list obtained the previous step. Okay, now we will learn this everything in the next slides properly. So I have given you one diagram here. So first I have to add 3939 plus 161. So my initial carry and answer is 0. So then I add left the rightmost element, that is 9 and 1. So when I add them I get a sum of 110. So my carry will be 1 and answer will be shifted to 0. In the second step I have to add the sum of the index 1 element, that is 3 and 6, but I have a carry 1 here in the previous step. So I add the carry 1 also, so I get the answer as 10. And I separate the sum into carry and answer, that is 1 and 0. In the third step I am adding the index 0 element, so sum is 9. Okay, since I don't have any index 0 element for the second linked list, it is 9 plus the one which was carry in the previous step. So again my answer is 10. So carry will be 1 and answer will be assigned to 0. So now since we reach the end of the array, so we append the array to the answer. Okay, so append the array to the answer, therefore the answer will be 1000. Okay, if you add this we get the 1000. Now you can see here it is 10 mod 10, which is 0. But first for the answer we get 10 mod 10, that is 0. Then again I append 10 mod 10 and the 0 of the answer, which I get two zeros. Okay, I know it is 10 plus 0 is sorry 0 plus 0 is 0, but here we write it in the form of linked list, right? So 0 and then one more 0. And for the third one also we are adding the same two zeros with 10 mod 10, and we get the answer as three zeros. Now what is this 10 mod 10 here? It is sum mod sum. Okay, it is the sum mod sum. For answer you have to use a formula sum mod sum. Now here I have given you the code. Okay, it is a linked list code, so it has struck node in data and also struck node star next. So it is the same link, it is you the code for linked list to push a element onto the stack. Okay, I assume you know how to push element onto the stack, so I won't go in detail. So I have given you the function with the command, so it will be easy for you to understand. Then you have to print a linked list, and then there is a function which is used to swap the two pointers. Okay, then there is a function to get the size of the linked list also. Now the linked list of same size represented by head 1 and head 2 and returns head of the resultant linked list. Carry is propagated while returning from the recursion. Now here um, I have assigned all the commands to the respective code line, so it will be easy for you to understand the code basically. Okay, now algorithm and understanding it on the diagram is very easy. Okay, but somehow some of us have problem in writing codes, so even I have given you the commands of the code, so it will be easy for you to understand why I have written the step and for what it is. Now here also it is add carry to remaining. If you get a carry, this function will be called. I have made two different projections. So after else at the last, this block will start. The second block will start, that is in different equal to else. Now it is a continuation of the else part. Okay, because of the size, because of that huge code, I could not put it on one slide. That's the reason I have divided it into two parts. Then the driver program, that is the int main, I have given it all here. I have created the list one already, two also. Then the size is taken of the linked list. Then the process is called as it is called. Then after addition it prints the result as 1017. Now this is a individual linked list, that is 1 is a single linked list, 2 is a 0 is one node, 1 is a single node, and 7 is also a single node. So I assume you have understood what are the slides. So thank you.